Hello everyone. Today let us look at how we're going to call the Java static method from the native code using the JNI. Okay, JNI we call it as the Java native interface. So at first, to do this program, we need to have two files. One is a Java source file. The other it will be the C++ native code. So we can use the notepad to type the source code. Okay, we create a class. So you can name the class as movie. Then we declare a native method. For this native method, it will not have any content. The content it will be written in the C++ native code file later. Then we create the static method, name as display, where this display static method it will have one input argument with a double data type. So it will display a message regarding for the price of the movie. Following the static initializer. So this static initializer, it will try to load the library file. So this part, it will be the name for the library file. So let's say we name it as movie T. Okay, then come for the main method. We create an object name as K for this movie class using the new operator. Then use the object K to call the native method here, which is watch. Okay. So you can see from here, so this will be our Java source file. So save as, save in desktop. So we name it as movie.java. Save it. Okay. So seconds, before we write the C++ native code, so let us compile this first. So this is the file that we create. Okay, so call out the command prompt, then go to the path that consists of the Java source code. So I change directory to desktop because I put the file in the desktop. Okay, so then javac -h dot movie Okay, so this part it will compile, at the same time it will generate the movie header file. Okay, so this is the class file. So this is the source code, and this one. So this is the header file. So it is generated from the command JAVAC. Okay, so then now we need to, you can copy this. So this one, this header file, this header, it will put into the nifty code. So just copy it. I can close it. So okay, so now put another text file. So put it. So I just paste it here. Okay, so this file later we will link to the movie header file, where this we call it as a movie.h. So this one we need to make some modification. Okay, so this is the main now. Okay, remove the semicolon, replace it with the pair of the curly bracket. Okay, and then here we will put into the parameters name. So I put it as env. So this env, it will be the JNI environment pointer. Then JObject, give a parameter name obj. So this obj actually it will refer to the object from here, which is object K. So it pass to here. Okay, so now our purpose is we actually try to call the display static method. So this is a static method. We have the keyword static here. So we actually try to call this method from the nifty code. Okay, maybe I save the file first. Save it as movie t dot cpp file. Change it to all file. Then you save it. Okay, I have this file. Okay, now so I try to. So the process for this calling the static method from the nifty code. Okay, we have 3 steps. Step 1 is to get the class reference. So we use the JNI built-in function. So call get object class with the input argument obj. Okay, this is the first step. Second step is we actually try to get the method ID for this display static method. Okay, you can get name as MID. So this one just now I said that to get the class reference, right? So one call this get object class, it will get the class reference. So this class reference, it will store it into the variable called CLS. So this CLS is a variable with the J class data type. So this CLS is a with the class data type of the J class. So this is a J class data type. Okay, whereby for this one later we will use the again use the JNI built-in function call get static method ID. Once we obtain the method ID, so it will be store it into the MID, where this MID, it will have the data type of JMethod ID. Okay. So at here, of course, it will have several input parameter to fill in. First one, it will be you need to have the CLS or class reference from the first step here. Then second, it will be the function name. So which function that you want to call. So in this case, we want to call the display function. So type the display. Then only we come to the method descriptor. So for method descriptor, it will have two portions. First one is we try to get the input arguments for the static method. Let's say for this display, we have a input argument with a double data type. So double data type in the class, in the method descriptor, it is named as D. D represent double. Okay, double data type. Okay, and then the return type, if you look at here, so it is a void function. So we put it as V. Okay, so this is second step. So before we proceed to the third step, you actually can add a if statement here. In case you're not able to obtain the method IDs, let's say maybe you provide the wrong function name or the wrong method descriptor, so it will cause the operations fail. In this case, it will pass in the null value. So let's say you get the null value for the MID, then we can directly return without proceed to the following next line. Okay, then only now we move to the third step. So this is first step, second step, okay, the third step. So the third step is we are trying to call the method. So of course we need the help from the JNI function again. So this time we need the function JNI function name as call static void method. So it has several input argument here. So first one is CLS, which is represent the class reference. Okay, and then the mid ID, okay, represent the method ID. So in this case, this method ID actually is refer to the display function here. So we need this represent. It means that we're actually calling the display function. Okay, and then don't forget, because for this display function, right, or display method, you have one input argument here. So you need to supply the value for the P here. So you can give any value. Of course, be sure that it must be the double data type lah. So let's say I give it as 1955. Okay, so I just save lah. Okay, I have this ready. So this is the one. Then after that, so now I want to generate the DLL file. So the DLL file actually it is get from the CPP file. So we use the G++ here. Okay. Okay, then share. Okay, so this one is we're referring to this, right? So provide the movie T. So now you want to generate the DLL file with the name of movie T, so that it will get from here. So it can be load, okay, by this load library function, load movie T. So DLL. So this DLL file generated from where? From the movie t.cpp, right? So you type movie t.cpp. Okay, then you press enter. Okay, so if you cannot see any error, mean that success. So you can see from here. So this is the one just created from this command. Okay, then now we are going to execute the program. So using JAVA command, movie. So you can see that. So from here, actually, in the main function, you actually does not call the display function. You only call the native function. And then in the native function here, you actually calling the display function in another file in the Java file. Okay, so this is native code. So native code call the method, static method in the Java class. And then the value already supplied, then this value, it will be passed into the display function when this display function is being called. So that's why it display the statement of this output. So of course you can change. Let's say you change it to, let's say you don't like this number, you change it to, let's say 55.10 cents. So you save, right? So we will save, remember, we will save this file, means that you already made the changes on this CPP file. You have to rerun this command, G++. So that we update the DLL file. Then now you execute again. So you can see that, so it is updated. Okay, so how about, let's say I forget to insert, to provide the value for the P. Okay, let's say I forget so I save again. Okay, then I run the command again. So you can see that you can get some weird value. Okay, so better it is, remember, let's say if your method here it require input argument, remember to put the value based on the data type of this input argument. Let's say 55.65. So you save it. Okay, so you get the same value from here, the value that you key in the native code. Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you for watching.